Yes, we're there. It's finally coming to an end, viewers. This LP will be missed, but we've still got one more place to walk around and talk to people. So not the entire castle. Oh, okay. Yeah, we might want to, well, yeah, we gotta stick around. Yeah, we can't leave. So. Well, thank you. I'm proud to be your king, too. That's just creepy, Perry. Well, just overjoyed. I got Saber here. Awesome. Good to see him again. Not too useful, I'm afraid. Oh well. Well, yeah, that is true. Storm Stout Brewery? No, that's another kid. Man, everyone's making slap-up meals here. Okay, there's nothing. Nothing! Beautiful. Well, yeah, she is full of booty. That is true. Perry, contrumps! One more time, come on! I wonder if you had other monsters if they show up around here. Maybe he only shows up here because he was actually in my final party. We just kind of dropped him off here and everything. I don't know. I don't really use that many monsters, unfortunately. No. It can't be! It can't be you! Yeah! It's Dr. Aegon. Lord, it's me, Ned. More, yeah, just I wasn't even talking. Huh? Is there like a barrier? Oh. Okay, we can't go upstairs because we're being blocked by an invisible plot wall! Well, that is why it's called Zenithia. Still one more game in the trilogy to check out today. Okay, no one there. 3 cheers for everyone! 21 gun salutes. Or, wait a minute, we don't have guns. Yeah, you get to be a cheerleader, Madchen. You're kind of sitting on the sidelines for most of the final battle. She can be useful in a pinch, but for the most part, I don't really care for swapping her in and out with, like, Bianca or someone. Well, this isn't the trilogy's swan song, not yet. What do you mean by that? Oh, well, yeah, that's obvious. I made the legendary hero. Wonder what made him so legendary anyway. I mean, okay, so he could equip the Zenithian equipment, but that really didn't do a whole lot for the plot. I mean, at least in the last game, you had to have the Zenithian equipment just to get to Zenithia. In this game, you didn't need anything. So it's kind of like, what makes him so special, so legendary? It is something I kind of think about in JRPGs. Oh, well, do the best I can. But yeah, like, what makes a good, like, legendary hero or a legendary weapon? Because, I mean, if it's just a plot-related item, it's, I don't know, it just seems kind of, I don't know what the word is. It's like, okay, so it's a plot item, but you can't, like the Black Materia in Final Fantasy VII, you never actually get to use it. So it's like, okay, it's just a MacGuffin. But if you make it an actual, let's say, an equipable item, like the Masamune or in Chrono Trigger, or the Zenithian sword in this game, it doesn't really seem so legendary. Forever and ever. Let's see. Let's get out of here. Oh, nuts. But yeah, like, back to the legendary equipment. Like, the Zenithian sword, it's nice that you can dispel some buffs and things like that, but that's it. You know, and there's weapons that are more powerful than that. I mean, the ultimate weapon in the game, and there's something more ultimate than that. It just kind of seemed... I mean, I'm not really knocking the game for that. I mean, just in JRPGs in general, it's like... I don't know that you can really do a really good legendary weapon. I like how they did it in, like, let's say, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Now, that was pretty good. Where not only was it the Master Sword, the legendary weapon, but it actually had a tangible effect beyond just being stronger. You know, you could reflect... you could break into the final area with it, and you could reflect the bad guy's spells back at him with it in the battle itself. So there's actually a logical purpose to that. So I really like that. Some other Zelda games, Master Sword is just kind of there. It's just a MacGuffin that happens to be a little stronger. Not really as much on the practical benefits. So, oh well. What's going on? Oh, it must be, oh, sorry, I forgot a little too quickly there. Probably just the parents, or, well, grandparents, whatever. I'm guessing that's who they are. Kind of reminds me of when Vivi was talking at the end of Final Fantasy IX. At least I think that was him. Oh, anyway. This is your ending credits music, viewers. I guess it kind of makes sense with the theme in the game, with family and marriage and everything like that, and this was the wedding theme. It's just, I don't know, it just kind of seems odd for ending music. I like the fanfare and the trumpets and everything they had going on, but I suppose you don't want to use the same song for that as the main theme of the game, or whatever. I don't seriously care. Let's watch the credits roll and reflect on our adventure. Oh, literally. Oh, okay. And I'll give my usual review of the game. The dialogue here progresses automatically, so if you can't read it that quickly, well, pause. But anyway, for the graphics of the game, I'd easily give them a 10 out of 10, just like all the Dragon Quest DS games. I mean, the big thing about it, just like in the last game, is the 3D camera rotation. That's just so huge to me. To draw me into the world of the game, even though it's obviously not a realistic art style, but still, that really helps me out a lot. It's at least as good as anything I've seen on the Nintendo DS, so that's really all I'm looking for. Oh yeah, Bianca's Ribbon. I could have equipped that on Madchen, but well, I just didn't really think the Wisdom Boost was really worthwhile. It's like, whatever, I don't really care about that. For the music of the game, again, easily a 10 out of 10. I love the boss theme, the random battle theme, that's huge. The Noble Requiem, the sad themes, the town themes, they always do such a great job with the music in these games. The thing that I really look for in like music of a game is the emotion of the music. Does it get me excited? Does it make me feel sad without having like voice acting or realistic facial expressions or characters who are designed proportionally, or whatever the word is for that, realistically proportioned. You know, without all that stuff, really what you got is the story and the music, and the music does a great job of that, in my opinion, in this game. And for the plot, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Certainly better than your average Dragon Quest game. So many sad moments throughout the game. The quests were nice, too. Throughout the game, just go to a town, help them solve their problem, and go on to the next town, just like any RPG. The only things that I would really knock the plot for are, well, there's two things. One, having monsters in the game for such an extended period of time without many human characters. I mean, for the vast majority of the game, well, not the vast majority, but a lot of the game, you have like one human character with you throughout the game for any sort of party talk dialogue or any dialogue at all. And having a silent protagonist kind of hurts that a little bit too. Also, with the monsters, they don't really contribute anything to the plot. So it's not until like the last third of the game, really, where you really start getting a lot more plot development and dialogue like that. So I really like that. But I also like how they had like a strong villain presence throughout the game too. That really helps the game out a lot too, in my opinion. The other thing with this game is that there's some event triggers that I don't particularly care for. Like, to get to Coburg, you have to rest at the inn at Roundaback with Harry so he can say, hey, we gotta go over to Coburg. But there's no indication that you're ever supposed to go to Roundaback. So there's a few instances like that throughout the game, but it's nothing major. So it's alright. For the battle mechanics, I'd give them a 9 out of 10 too. Normally with Dragon Quest games, I'd almost always give them a 10 out of 10, really, because they have very balanced battle mechanics. You got your buffs, your debuffs, maybe some limited amount of tanking, like with the formation of your party, although the next game has actually some real tanking, and we'll get to that one soon enough, viewers. But I mean, there's just, in my opinion, there's a lot to the battle mechanics without actually making it overly complex either. It's nice and simple. You got your basic dazzle, fizzle, snooze, things like that. So I really like how they handle that in the Dragon Quest games. The only thing that I would knock the game for, and the battle mechanics in this game in particular, are the monster party members. And that's just me, viewers. I'm just naturally biased against having monsters for party members. Not just for the plot, but also the battle mechanics too, because, I mean, in the vast majority of games that I've played with them, like 80% of them are useless. So it's like, why bother having all of them there? Even without analyzing the game in depth like I do, I mean, there's just so many that are just obviously not that good. And I think it's further complicated by having such a low recruitment rate for a lot of monsters. So you really kind of have to stick with the most common ones, unless you want to actually grind for hours on end to get certain monsters. And I think that was kind of the intention of the game too, which just isn't for me. So that's why I give it a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10. So overall, I give the game a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Very little of the game took away from my enjoyment of it, and it's easily my second favorite in the series. Very close to Dragon Quest IV, which is my favorite, but still. So that's about all for Let's Play Dragon Quest V. I hope you've enjoyed it, viewers. And, well, what's going on? Well, it's not over yet, viewers. We've still got post-game stuff to go through. We've got a couple other TNT boards that I want to show off. I may not show the second one, or the fifth one, but there is one more that I want to show off. There's a optional dungeon, an optional super boss at the end of the dungeon, new equipment and stuff. So a lot of stuff I really want to show off there, and a lot of bonus episodes. So, well, I'd say this is probably one of my top 5 favorite LPs to make. I really enjoyed it, viewers. I love the length of the game, the pacing of it for an LP. Not too much story and dialogue, but not too much action either. So that kind of helped the pacing with it. There's a good balance between the two. It really made it easy for me to make effective cliffhangers or breaks between episodes without having a massive disparity between episode lengths. So, well, I hope you've enjoyed the LP up to this point as much as I've enjoyed making it. And look out for the bonus episodes coming soon. This is H.C. Bailey signing off. Have a good day.